I know what it is, man. Hit the like button, answer the poll in the chat. Is Diddy guilty, or are the people testifying guilty agreed? Let me pull some stuff up. Boom. Let's get it. We'll do a quick recap, and then after that, we're going to get up on out of here. Let me see, interact. So we have Jane Doe, who 50 Cent believes is his baby mama, his ex-baby mama, testifying on Friday. What's today? Saturday? Okay, so supposedly, based off of what was told in the testimony, the Jane, who's the Doe, Jane, testified that Diddy is currently paying her rent and details a love contract, in quotations, that the two agreed upon. So imagine, gentlemen, she testified and Diddy is still paying her rent, for those of you who didn't understand what I said. So after break, Jane testified Diddy is currently paying her rent. Jane says she and Diddy signed a love contract in 2023 in which they agreed he'd give her $10,000 monthly allowance for 2 years. She said they agreed on a 2-year contract to match the amount of time they had already spent in the relationship. Jane testified she didn't have enough money to furnish her new home, so she opened 3 credit cards and went into debt to buy furniture.
But what the hell, boy?
At $10,000 a month, and gentlemen, this is why I tell you, you can't please these women. Shout out to the ladies. You cannot please them, bro. At 10 bands a month, she did not have enough money to furnish her new home. At 10 bands a month. 10 bands a month. Mind you, 10 bands a month, she can go get a job still. Crazy, bro. Jane testified Diddy threatened to stop supporting her financially days after the All-Star Hotel night cancellation. He said he texted her and told her to move on, and she expressed frustrations with how he treated her when she had to cancel their plans. Jane testified he had told her she had a rude awakening coming if she didn't stop fighting with him. And I think we have proof of that. I'm gonna pull that up right now. Let me go to hold on. I think it's DJ AK. 1 second. Let me see. 1 second, y'all. All right, we're gonna go to academics. Hold on. Shout out to DJ AK. We have proof of that right here.
Hey,
so this is the leaked message between Diddy and 50 Cent baby mama Daphne Joy after she ignored Diddy, and that's when he checked her. Here we go.
With you, but I just want to just give you a heads up that I'm about to really disappear on you. You feel me? I'm not going to be playing these games with you at all, at all. So I don't know, you think you silent treating me, and you think I'm going to be, nah. You'll have a rude awakening. You'll just have silence. And ain't nobody threatening you, and I ain't trying to go back and forth with no woman. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you, I ain't got no time for no motherfucking games with my life.
Boy, pimping ain't easy, boy. That boy was pimping. I told y'all you was pimping. Here we go.
If it's that right now, I don't have no time for no games, baby girl. Me and you could be mad. I could have a spat. We could have whatever. Then after that, you better get on your job. That's really that's all it is.
Oh, get on your job,
you got
baby.
Me on my job. Nah.
No, I'm saying get on your job, baby. Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? I was trying not to leave this message, but you have left me no choice.
No choice. Hey, man, Diddy was pimping, bro. Even though he was a little bit, he was tripping. I ain't gonna lie, he was tripping. Based off of them freak offs, that ninja was tripping. But hey, Diddy was a pimp, bro. Gangster. He's like the old school gangsters, minus what did Biggie say? F him in the butt and throw him over the bridge. Yeah, minus all that. That ninja was thugging out here in these streets. Anyways, let me get back to what I was showing you guys. Let's see, where we at? Boom. So yeah, like I was saying before I was interrupted by Diddley himself. Let me see. Hold up. Jane testified he told her she had a rude awakening coming if she didn't stop fighting with him, and that was what you heard right there. She said she understood a rude awakening. She said she understood a rude awakening to me and cutting her off financially in text messages. He told her, you better get on your job. That's all it is. Jane says she understood her job was taking care of and making sure he was happy, which included sexual encounters. The court is adjourned for the day, and Jane will continue testifying on Monday. Let's go to TikTok and see what else is happening. Let me see. 1 second, y'all. Bear with me. Let me go to TikTok. and they'll give us a better update. Let me see. TikTok. Where we at? 1 second, y'all. My peasy. All right, there we go. All right, so let's see. What is this? It says Jay-Z arrested by NYPD for Kathy White. TMZ released Jane Doe. So, yeah, this is BS, bro. We just leave the Jay-Z stuff alone because these people just be making stuff up, and I don't know what to believe and what not to believe. All right, Diddy trial updates. Here we go. Here we go.
On the stand now is a woman who goes by the name of Jane. She's using that to protect her identity. She tells the court that early on she was hesitant about dating Combs because she knew someone that knew him, or she dated someone, I should say, that knew Combs, and
she dated someone that knew Combs. Oh, she must be talking about 50. Shout out to 50 Cent. Let me let's bring up some Diddy and 50 footage, and now we understand why 50 doesn't like Diddy. Diddy, 50 Cent. Let's see. Here we go.
Yeah.
That's what
what's your and Jay's issue?
It's just competitive stuff.
It's really just competitive.
This is what I'm saying. When it gets past actual art, like actual music, and you're trying to block something that's in business, then it feels weird. It feels like we should be having beef.
Oh,
okay.
So that's the behind the scenes thing that we don't see. It's one thing when there's like people talking about each other in music, but there's behind the scenes business deals that a guy is getting involved with on the side, and it's not like you're gonna go public and be like, they tried to stop my vitamin water.
Or this deal, and you go, he said that to you, like.
Okay. Wow.
I get that. Like they'll speak to your temperament, like say, you know, if 50 is a little crazy, he'll say anything. You see what saying anything did to Kanye.
So they're trying. He's basically trying to scare people out of doing deals with you. Interesting. And then M shut it down, and he was like, "Yo, it's got to happen."
If he's not coming, I'm not coming. And then it changes the whole thing because he really is the biggest one.
Yeah.
Like, you know, they can say what they want.
Yeah, no.
But when we go to the stats, the actual
numbers don't
they know
lie.
the numbers.
He's the
and
biggest one.
before the days of the bots and all that shit.
There's a, you know, M obviously speaks with you with high praise, but there's
M is Eminem, people.
There's a few videos that I see, and everybody talks about how funny you are. They talk about, obviously, the album's all the success. But, like, Eminem specifically talks about your rapping skill a lot.
Yeah.
Does that mean a lot? I'm like...
It does. Like, you know, look, he never left that part of the creativity. Like, he would go back. When you don't see him, he's back. He's in his regimen of the studio.
Yeah.
And this is why, like, he kind of... They can't. You can be as good as him, but you can't really beat him at that. Because you have to put all your energy there,
and you're just not going to do it. Once these guys get famous, they leave the studio.
And they go. And the thing that makes him feel good is yo, you heard what I did last night, and it gives him.
All right, we need to hear you talk about Diddy. Hold on. Let me see. Here we go.
It doesn't feel like all these years you've been the only one calling this out.
I look like I've been the crazy guy for a long time.
They said you're a hater. They said you're crazy.
You do this, and now.
Hold on, let me see. 50 Cent. We'll do the Breakfast Club. Shout out to my white brother right there. I forget his name. I don't watch his show, but I know y'all be watching the show. Here we go.
We segueing into the Drink Champs interview when you was with Nori and Fab and Jada and everybody. They made
Now, this is gonna be funny, people. Here we go.
Compilation video of you because they said you were sounding real suspect on the interview.
Yeah.
Did you see that?
Of course I didn't see it. No, I didn't see it.
You didn't see it?
I swear to God.
Come on, man. You saw that on World Star and on the gram.
Check this out. When they started playing the game, the pause game, I would definitely...
That came from Harlem, too, by the way.
Yeah, came from Harlem. I definitely would say ooh, the crowd would be like, what, did he just say that?
But what the hell, boy?
Oh, man. That ninja said, here we go.
You know what I'm saying? I don't play games. Y'all know. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, no, bro. Oh, no, we know.
Yeah.
Hey, bro, we know now. This ninjas do not play no games, bro. Here we go.
But, yeah.
Did you
compilation? Nah, I was coming off of being in Miami a night of party, and I don't really remember what I was saying. You know what I'm saying?
Would you like a reminder?
Yeah, sure.
Play some.
Hey, yo, listen, yo, I love it all. I love it all, man.
bro.
I like when you like this, Daddy.
Where you put my bag?
Daddy, I like when you scrambling and scraping for shit.
But what the hell?
That was you.
Scrambling.
What? You said, I like when you do it like that, Daddy. When you scrambling and scraping for shit.
And that ninja had no clue he said that, bro. He was like, what is that about?
Hey, man.
He's like, I don't know what I was talking about.
Hey. Nah. I mean, I was
You don't go back and look at that stuff and laugh?
I mean, it could be funny. I don't really be on it like that.
Yeah, you be on it, bro. Hey, bro, I'm here to tell you that ninja be on it, bro. He be on it like that, bro. He be on it like that, bro. Here we go.
I'm sure we can put Charlamagne's compilation against Diddy's
Oh, we
compilation.
have a bunch. We put.
Yeah. I mean, I also don't do it because I know I'm bad at the game. I know I say like reckless stuff out my mouth that's just not maybe adding up to with somebody who's homophobic, but I'm not homophobic and I really don't care. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we know now, bro.
But I'm bad at the game and it's probably hilarious. I would love to see it. I would love to see the video compilation.
It's hilarious.
50 came up here and he was giving you flack for the asking Fab.
All right, so here we go.
The party. So he'll ask you. Oh, he'll ask you to play the clip, man.
Yeah, play the clip. Go ahead.
Why won't you party with me for your birthday, man?
We partied for my birthday before. You came to my party.
No, but me and you ain't never really party. You know what I'm saying?
But what the hell, boy?
I asked 50 about that, and he said you did the same thing to him. You asked him to take him shopping.
Yeah. I thought he needed.
And now it makes sense, if it's Daphne Joy, like I said, for entertainment purposes only. Now we understand why he wanted to take him shopping, because he felt bad because he was messing with his BM, bruh. That's the cold hard truth.
What? I'm a nice guy. Oh.
Why y'all not?
Hey, yo, I don't.
But me and you ain't never really party. You know what I'm saying?
I asked 50 about that, and he said you did the same thing to him. You asked him to take him shopping.
Yeah. I thought he needed some clothes. What? I'm a nice guy.
Yo, why did you?
My ninja said, I thought he needed some clothes. Anytime you need a laugh, bro, come to the Black Pill, bro, please. Anytime you need a laugh, bro, just come look at any of the Diddy videos, bro. Come over here. Come congregate over here. Here we go.
Hey, yo.
Why y'all not?
Hey, yo, I don't have no beef with
I don't know why.
With Fifth. He loves me. He loves me.
Do y'all really
can't
have
see
a
it?
beef?
I mean, y'all can't see it.
No, we can't
Y'all
see
can't
it,
see that he loves me?
But see,
You really, hold on, you really think that's hate? When you really break it down, you've been out here a long time.
I mean, you're messing with his baby mother. What do y'all think, bro? I don't know. Y'all ninjas too comfortable wanting to be sharing ninjas' baby mamas with other ninjas. I could never, bro. I could never. She's yours and never speak to me again. That's it.
You know he loves me.
I don't think he like you.
You know he loves me.
I don't think he like you.
Okay.
But why not? Y'all both passionate. Y'all both.
I don't know. Yo, check this out. I don't know.
Like
I
y'all
don't.
both the same.
No, we are not.
Okay,
we are not the same.
But I mean,
we are
as
not
far as
cut
the way
from the
you
same
guys
cloth.
work hard.
Yeah, and I mean, I respect that. I don't never hit him with no, nothing. I don't even think of no other man, man. Besides, if I'm thinking about another man, I'm thinking about uplifting.
But what the hell, boy?
The lie detector test determined that was a lie. Let's see.
Not thinking about all that. All them gnats, they can't really touch me. Y'all, at the end of the day, y'all see and y'all know what it is. Mm-hmm. The track record. Y'all know the business acumen. Y'all know the community service. Y'all know what I'm about. And when he does that, it's like funny to me. I don't really take it personal. I know he has a different sense of humor, and he's just not in my life. We don't have to never cross paths, and I will never say nothing negative about him, because that's just not me.
It feels like something must have happened though, like that we just don't know about behind the scenes.
He loves me.
Nah, and now we seeing all this, bro. All this shit coming out is like, oh, okay. Now it's all making sense, and that's why 50 ain't want to say nothing. So shout out to 50 for keeping it player. He was just keeping it player. Like, yeah, he was trolling, but he was really keeping it player, and that's how it's supposed to go in this game. Here we go.
That maybe a situation, a deal went bad. I don't know what it is.
Sometimes people that feel like they don't like you and they act like that, they really love you.
But what the hell, boy?
What this ninja talking about? Anyways, back to what I was saying. Let me go to Diddy and 50 Cent. Let's go to the trial. Let's go to the trial recap. Hold on. Diddy trial update. Here we go. Back to that video. Here we go.
Court just wrapped up on...
I did not click you, baby. Big eyes.
On the stand now is a woman who goes by the name of Jane. She's using that to protect her identity. She tells the court that early on she was hesitant about dating Combs because she knew someone that knew him, or she dated someone, I should say, that knew Combs. And she said that her child's father is someone that does not get along with Combs. So her testimony sounded very similar to Cassie Ventura's testimony. She starts off being in this loving relationship with Combs around 2021, she says, till about 2024. But things started to turn, according to her, when Combs suggested bringing other people into their sex life. She said that the only reason she was in agreement with it when Combs brought up the idea of bringing in an escort is because she wanted to make him happy. And we heard that same idea.
I don't even know what to press. I don't even know what to press, bro. Y'all really think... I mean, I don't know. I ain't finna say nothing before they cancel me. Here we go, bro.
From Cassie Ventura. So her testimony is just getting started. We expect to hear more details.
All right, let's see Big Eyes.
Court just wrapped up on week 4 of the Diddy trial, and the jury saw a freak-off video for the first time today. This was when an anonymous Jane Doe who dated Diddy from 2020.
They showed him a freak-off video. Oh, shit.
Court just wrapped up on week 4 of the Diddy trial, and the jury saw a freak-off video for the first time today.
Oh, shit.
This was when an anonymous Jane Doe who dated Diddy from 2021 to 2024 took the stand to testify about the experiences. She said she had sex with several men while Diddy watched and recorded it. At one point, the jury saw footage of Diddy refusing to let a male escort use a condom with Jane. She claimed she...
And y'all mean to tell me, because, you know, corn is a real thing, right? Corn is a real thing. So y'all mean to tell me, y'all really think these people, like... Did he put a gun to their head? And like, let's say it was like 4 ninjas. So nobody, I don't know, bro. I can't make sense to this. Here we go.
She didn't want to engage in the freak-offs, but felt it was what was expected of her, and eventually would arrange them herself as a surprise for Diddy, who she said...
Are y'all hearing this, bro?
But what the hell, boy?
100 women versus accountability. Let's get it. That's crazy. So she was trying to make her man happy, but I don't know, bro. I don't know.
Said she was deeply in love with. He was also paying her rent. Jane claimed she was disgusted by the escorts at times and said they smelled, and one freak-off took 3.5 days. Jane was...
What do I even press? Which sound? Bro, what do I say to that, bro? Like, I mean, like... I don't know.
He was soft-spoken and got emotional at times while Diddy looked on and scribbled in his notebook. Court will be back in session on Monday. Make sure to listen to the trial.
Yeah, bro. Yeah. Let me see what else we got. Here we go.
So I got to see Brianna on the stand, and while there were members of the press there were also members of the public, and a lot of them seemed to be pro-Diddy supporters. You could...
Now, first off, let's stop. It's not that we're pro-Diddy supporters. I'm not a pro-Diddy supporter. I don't support this lifestyle, voyeurism and all that orgy stuff. It's not my cup of tea. Now, threesomes, I don't know. I've never had a threesome personally, so I don't know. Would I like to have one with 2 girls? I plead the 5th, okay? I plead the 5th. But I'll tell you this much. The problem is, it was going on for years and nobody said anything. Why did nobody say anything? Now, minus the whole domestic violence, right? When it comes to the freak off stuff, if y'all did not want to participate and there wasn't a gun to your head, Why did you participate? And that's where we say you guys wanted to be greedy. You wanted to get access to what he had, so you participated even if you didn't want to. And then, you know, it's tough because coercion's tough because it's like, bro, we're coerced by our jobs. For example, a lot of people go to jobs that they don't want to go to make money so they can pay their bills. So this is the same thing, but it's like, okay, if you were doing this as your job and then he was recording it, in my head, and I don't know why the defense hasn't said this yet, you were acting as a corn star, right? Technically, minus the paraphernalia. Paraphernalia is drugs, people. Minus the paraphernalia, minus the flying, because, you know, when they say trafficking, they were flying just to different places because he had money and doing stuff in different places at his different spots. Was that really what was going on? Or, like I said, you know, you were being a corn star, like you were getting paid to perform acts like that. You were basically a corn star. You just weren't really a corn star because you didn't take the title of corn star. It didn't say that in the NDA or contract, but that's how it sounds. That's how it sounds. Now, like I said, we see all victims here on the Black Pill. Shout out to the victims. But like I said, it's just weird, bro. Here we go, bro.
Here's what happened on day 18 of the Diddy trial. Victim Jane resumed her
and tell us what y'all think in the comments. Here we go, before we get up on out of here.
Testimony, and she brought receipts. The jury saw and heard a video of her during the freak-offs asking other men to wear a condom, but Diddy said no. The videos are important because you hear Diddy's own voice. It's not just the victims saying they were coerced. Diddy recorded the videos on his cell phone for his own sexual pleasure and to maintain control over the participants, but now they're being used as evidence against him. Jane cried during the freak-offs and on the witness stand. Jane also had text messages where she said to Diddy that she did not want to participate in the hotel nights or have sex with other men. This is important because the defense cross-examined Cassie on emails and text messages in which she said she loved the freak-offs. Jane didn't have those same messages, and she also wrote notes in her iPhone about how she was being used by Diddy.
Okay, boom. So, all right, we get it. So you're a victim. So my whole thing is, based off all this, okay, we get you didn't want to participate. Why didn't you go to the police? Secondly, this gentleman just said that you were taking notes of how you were being used. Does that not seem as if you were trying to build a case on this ninja so you could come up off some money? Cause and gentlemen, just so you know, now you know, yeah, women take notes on you guys. I don't know if you didn't know that, but women take notes on you guys if they are engaging and stuff with you. So always remember that. Be careful what you do. And that's why I tell you guys, be careful what you do today, because you don't know who you're going to be tomorrow. Life is long, and like I said, you don't want to end up in a pen, and that's why I err on the side of caution. But yeah, bro, let's run that back a little bit.
Yeah, emails and text messages in which she said she loved the freak-offs. Jane didn't have those same messages, and she also wrote notes in her iPhone about how she was being used by Diddy.
Set up,
he
bro.
threatened to stop paying Jane's rent if she didn't participate, and she got UTIs and yeast infections because of the hotel nights.
And this is another thing too. So, you know, they say he threatened to stop paying her rent if she didn't participate. Why didn't she pay her own rent? I'm just gonna say it, bro. Why didn't she pay her own rent? Like, what? She'll say she didn't have the money, but you could have got a job. I'm pretty sure she didn't have a job, or maybe she did have a job. I don't know. I think Diddy was a job, but that's wild, people. At the end of the day, this is just for commentary purposes only, entertainment purposes only. This is not necessarily how I feel. I am pushing a character and a caricature of a person on this internet. So I don't necessarily have these sentiments. I'm just begging the question, if you will. Let's continue.
Like Cassie, Diddy controlled the way Jane looked, and he told her to get her nipples pierced and demanded that she put them back in when she took them out. Jane also said Diddy watched her have sex with 3 men on the same night on her birthday. That's the first
Crazy shit, people. Crazy shit.
time we've heard about multiple men in the freak-off. Jane said Diddy's employees would bring drugs and cash into the hotel rooms during the freak-offs. That makes them co-conspirators in the sex trafficking, racketeering, and prostitution.
But guess what? Guess what? They're probably not gonna. Maybe they'll do time. I don't think they're gonna do time. They're gonna all pin it on Diddy. But at the same time, what about the people taking the money? Them people wanted the money, bro. They wanted the money and all that stuff. And yep, that's why I got to be careful out here in these streets. Let's continue.
That she entered into a 2-year love contract with Diddy. She was paid $10,000 a month, which she used on rent. Jane said Diddy is...
How the rent costs 10 bands? I guess because it's New York. You know, I'm trying to make sense of it. I guess she got a nice apartment for 10 bands a month in New York. That's crazy, bro.
Still paying her rent, and he paid for her veneers. The defense will likely argue that Jane was essentially a prostitute and that she wasn't forced to do the freak-offs. If the defense loses on prostitution but wins on sex trafficking, that's a big win for Diddy. Here's what happened.
What was I gonna say? Damn, it slipped my mind. I was gonna say something important. Oh yeah, so yeah, gentlemen, I've said this before. Like, you see, I say women run the world. Shout out to the ladies.
Hello.
Shout out to the lady. This is why women run the world, and I've said this to my people, my inner circle and shit like that. That's why I tell gentlemen, be careful. Y'all gotta realize, as men, shout out to the alphabet boys and girls. I know it's your month, but I'm talking about like cisgender people, and in the future, it's gonna be the same thing with the you know, with the gay community and the LGBTQ community. So watch this. So as men, like the men who are in control or the men who have power in society, I've said this, I've coined this terms or this whole phrase or whatever. Men are in shackles, right? Men are in chains. Men are enslaved to the women that they deal with. That's where we're at now, right? And the reason why is because women can turn around and participate in things with men and then afterwards be like, hey, I didn't want to do that. So they can remove consent after the fact. So they might consent going on, maybe not consent, right? But regardless, they can remove consent or say, I didn't want this, and you're cooked. And that's why I say the reason why society's in the shape that it's in right now is because men are shackled. And like I said, the same thing's going to happen to the alphabet boys and girls, the LGBTQIA plus community. When those people get into power and they get into positions of power, they're going to be shackled by the people, or in chains, shackled by the people that they deal with, because these people can turn around and get resources from them. And that's the whole issue now with this specific case, because it's like these people, as far as I know, may or may not wanted to have participated, but like you mentally, like Diddy didn't necessarily put you through that. You mentally put yourself through that trauma. You did not have to participate, but you seen how many zeros is in $1 billion, because he has more than 1 billion, or he had more than 1 billion. 1,000 is 1,000, 10,000, 100,000. No, wait, what? 100, yeah, 5 zeros is okay. So 1,000, 1,000, 10,000, 100,000, a million. So a million is 6 zeros. A billion is 9 zeros. You seen them 9 zeros and you said, I want a piece of that. So you let this ninja do whatever he wanted to you, and then you want us to feel bad for you. I'm not gonna say we don't feel bad for you. We understand that, hey, you had to go through some shit, but it's like, bruh, that's a bit much, bruh. Like, you did not have to put yourself through that, bruh. Past that, man, that's it for today's show. Let us know what y'all think in the comment section, bro. Shit wild. That shit wild. That shit wild. I understand the fame, glory, and all that, but it's like, bro, ninja, like, for example, if ninjas told me, right, if ninjas told me, I'm a guy though, so it's a bit different, but if ninjas told me, like, if a ninja with $1 billion said they would support my career, my music career, my streaming career, what else? Anything I want to do, give me a business that I'll solidify my family for years, whatever, right? Well, everybody got a price. I don't know. Hold up.
But what the hell,
But if Ninja said I had to get both my nipples pierced and leave them in, Ninja, I can't do it, bro. I can't do it. I can't do it, dog. I can't do it. If Ninja said I got to take it up the booty, bro, ain't no way, bro. Ain't no way. I'm not cut like that. I can't, bro. I can't. It's not my cup of tea. Ninjas told me I had to engage in male butt, whatever, on camera. No, bro. There's no way, bro. There's just no way. Ninja told me I had to dress a certain way. Well, I mean, that's what rappers do, so I don't know. It's tough because I'm a rapper, so I'm sitting here like,
but what the hell, boy?
that I picked the right career choice. But yeah, bro, it's wild. Like I said, everybody got a price though. Y'all sit here and act like you ain't gonna. Everybody got a price, but I don't know. There's certain things I just can't do. I got my own morals and principles. With that being said, man, shout out to everybody that tuned in, bro. If you tuned in, you are the resistance, and you are not alone. There are pockets of atoms spread throughout the planet. We're going against the function. The divisive tactics that they use to pit us against each other will be exposed. We are not machines. We are human beings. Join the Atom Effect. Join the movement. This is the Atom Effect. Achieve things out of mind. I'm back in here tomorrow. Maybe later. Probably not later. I'm back in here tomorrow. I might drop some vids later, but I'm back in here tomorrow. Y'all know what it is, bro. Y'all be safe out here in these streets. Stay up. Stay dangerous. Love you guys. Take care. Deuces.